When we first sat down to form the clinical commissioning group, we decided it needed to be made up of three essential parts. The first one, of course, is the governing body, the people who make sure that our accountability is in place. The second one, at the heart of it all, are the clinicians. We are, after all, a clinically led organisation. The third part, the part that makes us, I think, unique, is the community side of our arrangement. In other words, involving the community in the design of the services, which, after all, they're going to be using in the future. There are so many ways that our community members can be involved and challenge the decisions that are made by clinicians for the delivery of health in this community. Whether it's being part of the triangles where they're designing pathways for health, it could be part of the community forum where they sit and talk about the business of the CCG and how it connects with the community, or indeed with the CORD where we use the membership to carry out consultations and to gather opinions about what we're doing and whether it's the right thing. And that's why we provide the platforms so that can happen. All over North East Lincolnshire you can find great pockets of inspirational ways that the community is helping itself already. We take, for example, the wonderful volunteer breastfeeding peer supporters. I mean, we all know how important breastfeeding is, but it's so much better to hear that from people who have experience. Another group, for example, is the Street Angels. And this is a marvellous group of volunteers who go out specifically with the intent of making sure those people don't come to harm. In Cleethorpes on a Saturday night, and you take people like the Collaborative, the Older People's Collaborative, or the Falls Collaborative, or the Cancer Collaborative. These are people, some of whom have actually faced the problems that they're dealing with. Members of the community who are out there engaging with members of the public, helping them with problems, talking to them on a one-to-one basis. And they play such an important role to delivering good quality health for our community.
The CCG is going to face some real challenges as we go forward. We've got an increased elderly population, new drugs and technologies are coming out all of the time, patients' expectations are rising, and we've got to be able to recruit and retain staff. And we've got to be able to deliver all of these with no additional cash. An active, vibrant community membership scheme for North East Link CCG will help us to deliver ideas that we would never have thought about as doctors and nurses. As a practicing GP, I've seen some real advantages of working with the community. The collaborative work is probably the best example. Patients who use the respiratory collaborative have a much lower incidence of being admitted to hospital as emergencies and can maintain their independence a lot longer. Working with community buddies, they actually understand their disease and how to manage it more effectively. Within North East Lincolnshire, we have significant delays in presentation of people with symptoms associated with cancer. Since the Cancer Collaborative went out into the community, we've seen some real improvements in terms of people realising when they need to get to their doctor. The CCG is committed to making sure that the population of North East Links has access to the best quality services available in the country, but we can't do it on our own. We can only do it with the help of our community. And I really urge you to take the opportunity to get involved in the business of the CCG, because with your help we really will make a difference together.